Like you hit that pocket of music where you just can't get out the car. You hit that like sweet pocket of music and you can't like transition out the car. You just sit in the car for about 15 more minutes because every song then just came on and just
They
hit.
hit you with like 3 back to back, bike to bike.
Man, that'd be a good feeling, don't it, bro? Music heals the soul, man.
Mm-hmm.
Music heals the soul, bro.
You don't have to tell me. I live in that space.
Man, we need the tailgates back. We need some Georgia football, dog.
We need all the above. We need all the above. Tailgate, Chargers football, all the above. I was just thinking about that the other day, man. Like, I need like a light turn up, like a light human interaction. Not too much, but just a light little
just
tap.
enough.
Yeah, just enough to hold us over. Mm-hmm. Just a low ball glass worth of turn up. Inspection, what it do?
What it do, inspection?
Good Friday.
What the business Friday. Is. Word on the street, inspection on the handle here.
You want to hear from the people today?
Yeah, bro, let's get it, man.
You know what I'm saying? See what the folks.
I was flagging people down in the
Pappy was
traffic
good.
Today. What up, Pappy in the building? Can't wait to see Pappy at training camp. Or Pappy, you gonna be at the draft party?
That helmet. Can't say. No, Pappy got a I think a Jonathan Taylor helmet signed from the Colts.
Well, he stay coming hitting licks.
I'm telling you.
Pappy gonna hit a lick.
Hit the talk.
TikTok and you don't stop to the oh man, what happened to it ain't pop up on IG, man. We ain't got IG today, man.
You didn't.
Oh yeah, they're getting the 6th round comp pick for J.K. Dobbins. They're getting it. It's coming from Butter said it's coming from the J.K. Dobbins because he got signed by the Dolphins and his snap count was too low or something like that. But then he met it with the Broncos. It's some weird recalculation formula. But we got an extra pick in the 6th round. They gave one to our boy, Joe Hart. You know, late round Joe, man. Late round Joe.
That's where he found him at.
That boy be digging in the crates.
That bargain bin. You know what I'm saying? That's where he found him at.
Crates. He go to Goodwill and get them boys.
That's the Ross Jordans. Like, how do you slide through?
Bro, for as bad as no cap, man. Like for as bad as the O-line was, I still blame coaching for some of the faults. Not all the faults. But I say that to say this. I feel like if we had coaching, we would have got serviceable use out of them. Because it was plays that them dudes made. We still moved the ball. For how bad the offensive line was, for how many guys we got out the bargain bin, they still were serviceable.
Mm-hmm.
We still had games where we rushed for over 100 yards. We still had games where he threw for 300 yards. You know what I'm saying?
Moving the ball downfield.
So you got to give credit to the GM, to the coaches that went out and found these guys, right? Might not have been the names on the back of the jerseys that we used to, but yeah. Oh, he got Edgerrin James and Jonathan Taylor.
My bad, Pappy. I wasn't familiar with your work. My bad. I wasn't trying to slight you on your merch come up.
Bro. Man, it's beautiful Friday here in Southern California.
I know, man, that rain done subsided on us and the sun popped out one time. It's still a little cold for my liking.
I know, man. It's like it's weird, bro.
For my liking, but
it's like
whatever no more. So
it's like whatever part you hit, it's like all right, you got a little cold spot. If you go in the shade, it's freezing.
Oh yeah.
But if you step out in the sun, you good.
Yeah, it's cool. I think it's behind us now. The weekend's supposed to be a little warmer.
Say it again, but say it for the people. It says Jordan McFadden was the starter for the Bears after the Chargers release. I told you, man, coaching goes a lot into the development of these guys, the scheme, the fit, what the max. Just look at, okay, for what it's worth, look at what Jesse Mentor was able to do with a group of guys that most people probably would have gave up on. Because they had a name, they didn't have a big college stats, they ain't had but they made a name for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
The game.
Go ahead.
No, the game was there, but it took for a coach and his staff to believe in them and to get that out of them.
You could apply that metric to Owe. Look at him with the Ravens first half of the season, and then second half of the season with the Chargers.
Coaching matters, bro.
Yeah,
coaching matters. That is a prime piece right there. That you hit that out the park with that, bro. Prime piece. Julio Thorne says, "What do we think about trading QJ for AJ Brown? Where we gonna get the money? Right now, we're sitting with $80 million, right? So when we do these trades, we got to look at, because we talk about we got to build the O-line, right? We got to build that O-line. So if we're going to build a good O-line and we're going to sign free agent players, we really have to pay attention to the cap.
Yes, we do.
So
it's not just a blank check over here. I know y'all see the figure and like, man, we could do whatever.
Yeah, it's okay. Would a GM make that trade? I mean, AJ Brown comes with a lot of distractions, right? But he's a hell of a player. He's a hell of a player. Is he an upgrade over QJ? Absolutely, right? Numbers don't lie. His game don't lie. AJ Brown is a phenomenal receiver. But we don't have we have to build that wall. If we're going to build that wall, we can't get into this. Oh, let's try to sign Pipkins. Not Pipkins. What's his name? Boy from Dallas. I can't even. I'm drawing.
George Pickens.
Pickens. Let's sign Pickens. Oh, let's make a trade for Justin Jefferson. Oh, let's try to sign. Let's make a trade for AJ Brown. Oh, we can't bring these guys that's getting over $20 million a year in right now. We haven't even re-signed Owe, Tony Jefferson, Deshaun Hand. We haven't re-signed our critical guys that we need. Yeah, we only got $80 million right now. We haven't made no cuts, right? If we make some cuts, then we can get possibly $15, $20 million back in the cap. If we restructure some contracts, we can probably get 27 million back. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, no, we can't, because we have to shore up that offensive line, and we got to sign depth on that offensive line, and we got to sign the players back on the defensive side of the ball that are free agents.
What up, Tyree?
So, yeah, I'm Julio. As much as I would like AJ, and everybody would like AJ, it just ain't gonna happen, bro. It ain't gonna happen. We ain't got the money for it.
Luke has entered the chat.
We don't have the money, bro. We only have two good receivers in QJ and Ladd. Need another one. What you didn't watch Trey Harris play?
He don't like Trey Harris.
You don't like OG?
Me and Ladd had a whole Luke had a whole
appreciate you, Rich.
A whole thing the other day.
Butter says DMs. Hot take, don't extend Johnson. Let him hit free agency. I say you try to extend Johnson right now and try to offer him $7 to $9 million. I seen a report. I feel like it's clickbait talking about Johnson is $18 million contract. Yep. He not getting 18. Take the 9. Offer him $7 or $9 million. Offer him 7 at first. Hope he don't want no higher than 9. If you want higher than 9, you got to let him walk. It's business at the end of the day, because
business is business.
Who's worth more, him or Ladd? That's what you got to choose. Because Ladd contract is due right after him. So who out of those two, who are you going to pay? Who's going to get the big contract? Because if you pay him anything north of 10 million, then Ladd has to get 19, 20 million. You know what I'm saying? So Jeff says we got shafted this upcoming season on our schedule with the best AFC East and North because we had some success this year. NFL stacking against my boats. We just got to show up and knock them. We can't chastise the Patriots for having an easy schedule and then hope and pray that we get an easy schedule and try to benefit from it. We got to face the gauntlet, bro. We got to face the funk. And I think we're built enough. This team is built enough. I think they went to got the offensive coordinators. Hopefully they go and build that O-line. That's going to be the test. That O-line and D-line, what they go do in free agency with those two. Not no receiver. Not going to get no receivers. It's going to be going to go get O-line guys and D-line guys. That's where you're going to spend your money. That's where the game is won in the trenches. You got a phenomenal quarterback that we all know is great.
Hey, Ro.
He's going to have to show it. You got an offensive coordinator that we all know is great. They're going to have to build a game plan and scheme to win. But the game is won and lost in the trenches. If we can't protect Herbert and if we can't get out the quarterbacks, I mean, they showed you mid-season we make a trade to get somebody to apply pressure on the opposing quarterbacks because we were struggling in that area. We struggled all season with the O-line. The two things, we fixed the D-line, but we still struggled with the O-line, and it came full frontal in the playoffs, along with bad coaching. So I say, man, but the thick of things, no, don't make the trade for AJ Brown. Can't afford him. Out of Tyler, I know some news came out about Tyler, and everybody, they look at the stats and everybody just run instead of watching the film. Brodie's been high. Who you been high on, Brodie, for center?
I mean, obviously Tyler, but Connor McGovern, which is the Bills center. I feel like Tyler's gonna want, and deservedly so, you know what I'm saying? Like, you possibly reset the center market with him, and you may not have to do that with the Bills center. You know what I'm saying? You get him for a little cheaper price, equally as effective. Still a dog.
Yeah, everybody's abandoning Tyler because of that stat. The pressure rate stat came out and said that he was worse than Boozman. But when you look at the film, like this is where stats can lie to you, right? There's looking at stats and not looking at the game. Like, what is Lamar Jackson? Is not a pocket quarterback. Lamar Jackson, he can hinder you on the offensive line because his first notion is to move the pocket. So sometimes he ends up running to the danger or running to the pressure. Or what are they using to analyze these stats, right? Is it when the quarterback runs out the pocket and somebody's there? Is that a pressure rate? Is that considered pressure rate when he leaves the pocket? Because if that's true, then everybody that's going to play center for the Ravens when Lamar Jackson back there is going to have a low rate because what does Lamar Jackson do? He don't stay in the pocket. So, I don't know, man.
But as far as free agents, man, Cleveland's over there having a fire sale on their offensive line.
Man,
everybody's either a free agent or want to leave. So I'm saying there's plenty of opportunity, Cleveland, to go grab somebody. Dave says, I want our best lineman at center. Alt can play center. Chargers gonna have to have enough tackles to fill the entire line.
I don't know. In the second round, Axe Butter says, if y'all were forced to trade back from 22 unless a specific prospect fell there, who would that be? Are you saying like what prospect we like at 22, or if we trade back, who would we go for? I know everybody's high on the tight end from Oregon right now at 22. I like the guy from Penn State, Big Vega, but he probably won't be there. They're gonna have some quality. See, the thing about the draft is like, for historically,
Mm-hmm.
you don't really find guards and center in the first round, right? Kind of historically, it's always been a tackle, because that's your prime position. That's the money position. That's the quarterback protection position. That's where you find guards usually start coming off the board second, third, fourth, fifth round. Guards and center. So there's a chance. That's why I don't like, people are mad, like, oh man, why are people trying to go tight end? It's like, because historically, you don't find a first round guard or center. It's just like, what guard is first round worthy that you got to take them off the board right now, that you probably couldn't find a comparable pick in the second, third, or fourth round? Right? Now, if it's a tackle, if we needed tackles, yes, absolutely. Or if you find a guy like Gray Zabel who can play tackle and guard, then of course you take him. With tackle being the primary position, so Dave said, I want our best lineman at center. All can play center. Chargers going to have enough tackles to fill the entire line. But I don't know. I hope I answered it. I do like that, the mock draft that everybody has with the tight end going, and that's my sense of making why. Because a lot of people are like, if we need an offensive lineman, why are we drafting a tight end in the first round? Because historically, like, I'm not going to go draft a guard that is a second round or third round grade in the first round. Be stupid. You take the best available player in the first round. And if the tight end from Oregon falls to us at 22, then you take him at 22. It's just like, we knew we needed this interior line position, and it was a lot of running backs, and we still took Hampton at 22 in the first round. Got a call coming in.
Probably Luke.
What Luke said?
Who knows?
I gotta go to Google Voice. But what's your thoughts, Brodie?
Just they left a message?
No. Trying to get on the Google Voice right now. I don't even see the app.
Unbelievable. Yeah. I try to stay as level as possible, man. Like, y'all not gonna stress me out like y'all tried to do last free agency season. Everybody just
I ain't gonna lie, it was stressful.
everybody had this wish list of people, and we didn't land on none of them. And with each growing hour, everybody's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I think at the end of the day, Butter said we did that last year. We might do it again this year as it gets closer. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta take it take it as it come, man. And you know, Joe's already told you kind of his philosophy behind it all is just best player available at the position, at the spot. So we at 22. we know what we need, but at some point too, I think some of these players or whatever, if they're available at 22, is just like you can't pass it, and then you adjust accordingly. Which is like the whole Hampton thing. Like that was on nobody's bingo card that we was gonna land a running back in the first round, and Hampton got down there, and it was like, boom, that's what we doing. So,
and the thing is,
depends.
and the thing is, like when you look in hindsight, right? Did we need Hampton? Because like we had just signed Najee, we had Haskins and Vidal on the roster. So did we need to go get? Was there like an emergent need? Like we gotta go get Hampton, right? We just signed Najee, but again, we needed interior line then, but we went with, and we needed wide receivers, but they went with best player available for us. We were still going to get a running back, but 22, we took Hampton. And I think that was a great pick. I think all the picks they hit, and I think Kyle Kennard is going to hit this year. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what's up with the development of him. What up?
Larry says, why y'all bashing Johnston? He did good. Who's bashing him?
Nobody's bashing Johnson. I've been giving him praise. Last year I bashed him.
Who was bashing?
I ain't gonna even lie.
About praise, but came around.
Haskins.
Tyree says, I low key say Haskins can walk.
I think everybody. I don't think he's. Is he still signed? I think he's a free agent.
He is on I think he is on that list.
Yeah. If he comes back, I mean, I don't think he comes back because it's not a carved out role for him, right? You couldn't bust the lineup even with the starter down. So I kind of, and it's like, if you come back, it's going to be on a minimum deal. You know, if they're going to give me a minimum deal, I'll take it 1 year, right? If I know I ain't getting no offers nowhere else, I take it and just hopefully I can prove myself to get a 3-year deal. You're talking about James Pierce Jr.? That you're talking about D tackle prospect, Harmon. The big boy from Michigan. What it do, Parnell? But
my boy.
Oh man, it's gonna be
building.
Sid say we should do a mock draft every day until people be stressed out. Why are you taking them?
That's what I said, man. We did that when I read it. Told him we did that last year. And everybody's all stressed out. Oh man, but we might have a couple as it gets closer.
Let's do it after the combine. Because then the hype, like all the hidden talent people come out.
Oh, bro, he runs a 4.2. Shut up.
He runs a 4.18, but he can't catch a cold.
We gotta have that. I don't know what these guys are talking about. The same guys who are experts, allegedly.
I don't know, man. I know we don't need we need to quit that receiver talk.
Some people ain't gonna like it, but they gonna have to deal with it.
If you're talking draft, I'm open to listen to the receiver talk for the draft. But if you're talking free agents, there should be no other talk about any other free agents except for offensive linemen and defensive linemen. If we talking anything else, you're like I seen one guy, he made this whole little report, like he laid out the roster for the Chargers, and he had them trading a first round pick for what's his name for the Dolphins, the running back?
Oh, A-Chain?
A-Chain. Had them trading their first round pick Ain't nobody trading no first round picks for no running backs. Hey, what do you think? What world? You can
What
honestly,
up, Kobe?
this hasn't been a running back friendly league for probably like the last 6 years. Running backs ain't getting deals no more. If Derrick Henry got traded or let go from the Titans, you think Saquon Barkley hit the free agency market from the Giants? They not caring about running backs. They come in a dime a dozen, unfortunately. And most teams are running with 2 running backs. And they're going the cheap route. They lowballing the hell out these running backs. Is it right? No, but I think it's a position that's like dudes are just, it's a lot of talent at the running back position. If I was a running back, I'd probably go play linebacker.
Mm. Yes, see. Are you guys planning to go to the draft? No, we're not going to the draft, but we do have draft party plans that I think we will be announcing on Monday.
Oh shoot, I
So,
gotta call Pat back, man.
so spin the block on Monday, and we're gonna be able to tell you all about it. And hopefully you can pull up if you're not going. Um, but yeah, tap in with us on Monday, man. We got a nice little announcement for y'all in regards to draft day party, a soiree of sorts.
Larry says, "Come on, man. All we need is a good center, guard, and better play caller. We went to the playoffs with that crappy O-line. Come on now." It's
Come
true.
on now.
Dave says Haskins is an awesome running back. We ought to keep him as well. I'm impressed with what I see with Haskins with the opportunities presented to him. And you might be right, Dave. It's sometimes it requires players to get touches, right? It requires players to get touches. It's one of those things with Kamani. You don't see it
True.
until the touches,
Opportunity presents itself.
because it was a slow start. Everybody held their breath on him, and it was a slow start, right? Like, man, we gotta wait. Herb. Then he finally hit it. He got that engine going. He got, all right, bro, I'm ready. This is it. Prime time. And he got going. And he started in the playoffs. You go from, again, that Kamani story is crazy. You go from cut, practice squad, full-time starter, and starting in the playoffs.
Cooking.
All in a matter of months. Ain't a year, in a matter of months.
Cooking. Parnell says, did y'all see that guard from Cleveland is going to hit the free agent market? Everybody over there is hitting the free agent. The whole offensive line.
Yeah, Julio. I don't like the whole Tyreek Hill thing at all. Like,
yeah,
miss me with it. We got the receivers in the room. We can win with them guys. Right? You're not getting it. If you're looking for a name,
we have the receivers in the room, guy. We can win with them.
We got to focus on the things that matter, bro. That offensive line and that defensive line. Let's maintain our focus on where it matters, bro. Getting those lines built up with starters in depth.
Brewski, what did it do?
Like, we need that for real, bro. We going out, everybody, Tyreek Hill. Tyreek still gonna want $9 million, $10 million, right? He's still gonna want money.
To the Miami Sharks.
Yeah, that man, bro, did we not just watch him on TV destroy his whole, and I hope he makes a speedy recovery. I hope he comes back and play the game at a high level. But we don't need that right now. Our focus and the money that the 80 million that we have right now, we haven't made the cuts. The 80 million that we have, that's official. We gotta re-sign Oweh, re-sign Tony Jefferson, try to see if we can get DP back for one more year. Because DP, I talked to DP the other night. He says he wants to play. He wants to come back and be a Charger. He wants to play football. He want to run it back. And I know people are, DP. Look at DP hurt his ankle at the beginning of the year. And if you look at the beginning of the year, we were getting ran on. Teams would, the Colts, Jonathan Taylor dog walked us. Giants dog walked us with the run game. Washington Commanders dog walked us with the run game.
A-Chain.
DP comes back, all that running, put an end to it. Then the NFL said, nah, man, y'all going too hard. DP going too hard. He's actually shutting down the run. Like the numbers look like all of a sudden, like it was like night and day from when he came back. You insert him back into the starting lineup, run game is stifled, shutting it down. NFL said, y'all doing too much. Y'all going on these win streaks. Suspend DP. Suspend DP. And it's like, so when people ask, why would you want to bring DP back? The film don't lie. His impact don't lie. Until we have somebody on the roster that he can hand the torch to. Troy Dyer isn't a run stopper. You know what I'm saying? Junior Colson, we still don't know. Marlon Wax could be. He's shown some glimpses, some promising on film. Is he ready now? We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. But
we'll see.
We know what DP brings. We know what he brings, and he still got fire in the tank. You know what I'm saying? And even if you bring him in the role where he's playing first and second down, and then you're bringing the younger guys in on the third down, the passing downs, okay. But to sit here and say, oh, let's just we don't need to bring DP back, bro. Who's the suitable replacement for DP right now? Who's the future financially that we can afford and still build the wall with? We can afford him.
And
we can afford him. And he want to be here.
Yeah, and he want to be here. That's
and he shows up.
Part of that.
Yeah, Drew, we always want to go younger, but what younger people do we have now? Like, what do we have? If we're trying to win, you got a younger guy that you're bringing along, that you're developing. You still have that bridge, between the gap of passing the torch. And we try to see that we pass the torch to Troy Dyer. Troy is great in the pass. Doesn't really get it done in the run as much. And Troy's not a bad linebacker, right? But he doesn't have that physical menacing presence that DP has in the run game. Junior Colson, he hasn't played first 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Do we want to go draft a rookie and put that onto a rookie? Like, here, hand this to a rookie and say, figure it out? Or do you still want to have a vet in the locker room at that position on a team-friendly deal? Yeah, we always talk about
he was asking if you talked to DP the other night.
Yeah,
Parnell.
We always talk to them, bro.
Tyree saying they plugged in now.
Shh, Tyree, don't tell nobody. But nah, he wants to come back, bro. And I say, man, would love to have him back, man. I said it the year before. Bring DP back. And the impact that he had on the field and the presence, can't lie. Film don't lie on it. Man is a run-stopping machine. He off the field, we get ran on. Watch all the games. They ran it up on us.
Just shooting the talk, man. Specifically talking about how the Chargers don't need any more wide receivers during free agency. But feel free to give us your take, Xavier. Yeah. Kobe Bree says going to be a lot of bright lights on Junior this offseason. Yes. Put up a
first day of training camp.
Oh, Luke, I didn't even know you were still here. My bad, bro.
What Luke said? Bright lights, man.
We're tight over this wide receiver situation. We gotta get another one.
Who do we gotta get? Who do you want?
Have to get Alec Pierce, according to Luke. You know, it's just
we don't have money for Alec Pierce, bro. So you're telling me, Luke, let's be real. You want Alex Pierce or you want to spend money on interior line or D-line? Because you can't get both.
Money to do both. Because Luke said so.
No, you don't.
Said so.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
That's what Luke said.
14 million gone. 14 to 18 million with Alex Pierce.
Inspection says tell Coulson to owe us. He owe us production on mama.
Yeah. Colin says,
Static
remember
says
when
nope.
Colson was
Lad 1, QJ2, K13 3. See, no, ma'am,
who?
you trying to incite Rod like this is just the philosophy of One Lightning Strike podcast, but in reality, the people not feeling this take either. But I'm just the messenger. You know what I'm saying? I like
He says,
to
look,
Switzerland in these type of situations.
you cut 4 players to sign 1 player. So again, you cut 4 players to sign 1 player, and we still got 27 other players we got to sign. And not to include these superstar, these guys that we want to bring on the line. You got, if you can't find nobody to replace Zion, you gotta sign Zion. He's gonna get 12 million, right? That's the going rate for him, 12 million a year.
You're
Taylor's getting, he's garnering upwards of 20 million a year. They said he's gonna reset the center market, so we can't lowball him if we're really talking about pursuing him. So what's 20, 12, that's 32 out of 80. Then you got to sign Owe. Owe gonna garner, who knows? So then, I mean, the money's leaving. The money's going fast. And you just spent 14 million on the position that we didn't need. So you cut some people and you gave that money to a position that we didn't need.
Kyrie says Keenan Allen in the celebrity game. Yeah, he was cooking, bro. Boy was out there. He had a little.
Drewski says Pierce will get 22 to 25 from somewhere else. We ain't got it to give to him, bro. I'm sorry.
Additionally, reports is, rumor mill or whatever is saying that Colts is probably gonna keep Alex Pierce and let
Michael Pittman
go. Michael Pittman Jr. go as a casualty cut. Too early to say, but
I'm telling you, bro.
We'll see, man. Lightning Strike podcast, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure y'all like the live, share the live, run it up. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on all social media platforms.
Somebody pull out a calculator and start subtracting. All right. They say Owe looking at 20 million a year. So we got 80 million in cap. So now there's 60 left. You want to pay Alex Pierce. He talking about 20. So now there's 40 million left. You want to pay Tyler Lindenberg. That's 24 million. So we got 20 million something to left to sign. We ain't even signed the players we need back, the ones we want to keep. We ain't even signed them. Like,
it's simple math.
We don't need them receivers, bro. I get it. Evans is available. Pierce is available. Michael Pittman is available. We don't need them, bro. We need D-line and O-line. That's it, bro. Right now, this year.
Today.
Next year, yes.
Somebody was asking, I think it might have been David was asking, do we keep Mac for 18 a year?
No. I love Mac, but 18? What I'm signing Owe for if I'm giving you 18 and I'm giving him 20? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? I love Mac. But that ain't a team-friendly deal at this point in day. And as much as I hate to say it, in the leadership he brings, like, this is that business side of things where you got to look at the bottom line and you're like, man, money tight around these parts, boy.
Oh, God.
Money tight. We got to restructure DJ.
Dave says Chargers don't need any more receivers. That's another one. Luke, all I'm just telling you, man, I'm just reading the comments. That's all I do. I'm just Switzerland. You know what I'm saying? I'm just reading the comments.
And I don't think Mac gonna give a hookup price. You know, Mac got years on his body. He keeps his body in great shape. He performs at a high level. But 18 mil Drewski for a third down pass rusher. Because Mac is still a presence on the football field, but 18
Absolutely.
million.
And a leader in the
18
locker room.
Yeah. 18 million. That's a lot, bro. And I'm telling you, we got to restructure Herbert. We have to restructure DJ. That'll help us get like 9 million back from doing those two deals. Luke, I agree with you. Cut Becton, Boozman, Dupree, and Disley. That's like 20-something million right there. That puts us back in the 100 million category. Resign Pierce, that takes 20 off the table. If you get Tyler Lombard, that's 24. So that's 44 million gone. 2 players. Right? Then you got to start, who else do I resign? You know what I'm saying? And you got to look toward the future because QJ is a free agent. Are you going to resign QJ? What deal are you going to give him? Then right after QJ, guess who's due? Ladd.
Ladarius.
Ladd's due. So it's like, and then while Ladd is due, we didn't even talk about Dayon. Dayon contract is up. So what you gonna do? What?
STL Mark says, love is love, but it's business to win a SB Super Bowl. 20 mil and 18 mil for just 2 defense players is a lot out the cap.
Man, that's for this in the same position. You know what I'm saying? I love Mac, bro. Mac, what all he done for this organization, bro. But it's expensive to bring Mac back, and he rightfully deserves what he demands because he still can perform. So if Mac say, I want 18 million, you got to give it to him or you got to let him walk. And giving him that, who are we signing? How are we going to sign these high-priced receivers?
With the name on the back of the jersey. Peaky. Let's see what Peaky, hold on. What my boy say?
Man, QJ can't get 88
in here. He say, fam, need to temper expectations with all this cap money. We not signing every big name free agent. Remember the emotional roller coaster last year? Lindenbaum getting paid, but not necessarily by us. Talk that talk, Peaky. I remember, Peaky, I was here. I remember the emotional roller coaster that they was on because I just showed up every day for work. Y'all ain't about to rile me up.
And Drewski just hit a point. I forgot about it. I let it slip my mind. We got to pay Thule.
On the dead homies.
Shout out to Dr. Erickson, Orthodontic Dental, for the smile. They did a great job. Appreciate them. Michael J. Erickson, Orthodontics up in Menifee, California.
Menifee.
Did an amazing job.
Menifee.
See your boy, $1 Million Smile. I've been smiling for 2 days straight. Just like that, huh?
Drewsy says McGovern is a good pickup for us. Yeah, that's where I would like if I'm gonna put some energy because I just know Linderbaum is just gonna be that contract's gonna be astronomical. So it's like tempering the expectations that Peaky is talking about.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Scale it on down.
We gotta. I feel you, Luke. And in a perfect world, if we had the money, bro, I'll be with you, Luke. But we got a receiver room. That can't be our focus right now. D-line, O-line has to be our focus. Has to be where we spend the money. We've seen somebody just pointed out. STL Mark said defensive teams with a nice O-line, D-line won last 3 Super Bowls. Don't lie. Look at the pressure that the Seattle Seahawks put on Drake May. He didn't know where he was. He was in the blender the whole night. That D-line created so much havoc, created so many blitzing lanes for defenders behind him. Year before, we seen what the Eagles did to Kansas City. They never recovered from it. They never recovered from it.
I don't
Their
know.
confidence was shot. They got 40 hung up on them in the Super Bowl. Drewski says QJ can walk for two. I know. I can't see it, bro. And I hate to be in pockets, but 40. Somebody said QJ looking at 88 million for 4 years. This is where I bring stats into play. I love you, QJ. And if somebody's willing to give you that, bro, go do that. You got to go get it from somewhere else, because the production, the numbers aren't there for 88 million. I'm just being realistic. And you probably very well deserve 88 million. But what we seen in the numbers, yes, you have made the leap. Yes, you are a great receiver. You've done things, you've overcome a lot of things, you made great strides. But for 88 million, I can't justify going into no. Can't. Sorry, QJ. You might swing on me talking about don't mess with my money, but you can go get. That's one of those things where you just let them test the free agency waters and see what they're offering.
I'm saying
straight up.
And worst case scenario, franchise tag him and figure it out.
Or no, you don't. You do this. You go. You play the game where you go. If you know he's going to walk and you know there's a market for him and teams are going to come after him, then you trade him. That way you get some value back. You still got a year on this. You know what I'm saying? You trade him, you get some value for it, and all respects, all love. But TJ said, where do I say he's at in the salary? I say he's around the $9 to $10 million range, to be honest. That's still a lot of money, bro.
He says hard pass on paying big money or trading for for any big name wide receivers, especially Hill, who probably won't be ready to play this season. Let the Raiders give him a bag to sit on IR. Mason on TikTok says we need Tyler Linderbaum. Real for real. Gonna come with a price tag, bro.
I wouldn't be mad. It just depends on what we trade QJ for. If you like, I would probably right now at this point in time, I wouldn't want them to trade for another player unless he's a solidified O-line guy or D-line guy. But I'd rather picks. I'd rather you trade for picks for him because financially we can't take on anybody. Why would you trade a guy to bring in an $18 million guy? Like, you trade somebody like QJ that has financially a low hit for any team, you want to get picks from them that is potentially going to have, looking at a big money contract and got value, you look at draft picks for him. You don't trade him to bring in more financial woes. So you trade him for picks, right? You could probably get some like wishful thinking, second round. Reality, third. You could probably get a third and a 6th round for him, and you call it a day. But that's if you went through and somehow you got some eyeballs on KLS and
what up, Johnny?
Those guys, and you're like, they're ready to pick up that production right away. Yeah. So yeah, if you're getting 20 million, TJ said, if you're getting 20 million a year, you better be double teaming every play. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I hate to count the players' pockets, right? But let's just be realistic. Your production hasn't warranted 20 million a year. Like, that's not justifiable. That's like GM homicide to give QJ with his number and his production 20 million. Now, what you could do is you could say, we're gonna roll the dice. We ain't gonna pick up your 5th year option. We're gonna play this year out. and we gonna gamble. We're gonna take the gamble
Mm-hmm.
and see how it goes for you. And QJ might come out Triple Crown winner. Then now you got to pay him, or you pick up the 5th-year option, which you know what I'm saying. You gotta. It's a little finesse in there. It's a little. If he come out Triple Crown winner, we got the 5th year.
20 year would be OD.
Yeah. If we pick up the 5th-year option, that's 1 year at $19 million. Now that's why I said, Juki, wishful thinking would be 2nd round. Wishful thinking, like according to us in Madden, 2nd round for QJ. And Luke. But like, what are we looking for when we trade him? I mean, are we looking for picks right now? I mean, everybody's saying trade him, but his cap hit ain't high. If we know that we're not going to be able to afford him, and there's some talent in this draft that we need to go after, and there's some teams that need some receivers, then absolutely. But think about what you're giving up. You're giving up a quality receiver that ain't really hurting your books. They're still on a rookie deal that ain't hurting your books. So you got to give them up. You got to believe that the picks that I'm getting, I'm going to hit home runs with. Because I got a receiver that I can go win with that is low value right now because of his contract. And it's high reward because he's going to be playing his ass off to get money.
Big season loading. My way too early prediction is he's probably going to have 1,000 yards this year.
Who?
QJ.
You say you're going to have 1,000?
Yeah, my way too early prediction is he might hit the 1,000 mark this year.
They say this LA overpay everybody. They deserve it. It's high out here. It is.
Oh, God.
Parnell says, QJ is a dud and been one. Sorry, not trying to talk dude down, but oh well.
Tell him how you really feel, cuz.
Yeah. I think QJ made great strides, man. He made me a believer. And I'm all about honesty, bro. Like, I'm all about honesty. TJ says, I think the problem is that there's not really any other receivers out there that you could say are free agents and would be better than him for his outside minus Pickens, but I doubt that they let him go and he will be higher than 20. Drewski says interior line, interior defense line.
And that's it. That's all. That's the free agency.
It says, Colin says, if he's a Triple Crown winner, then he's at the Chris Goodwin level. So we get what everyone wants. Anyways, all his production isn't up to par and we save money regardless. Very true. I would say CB1 is an issue too, cornerback. Drewski said, Brodie, QJ 1K?
1K out.
Kobe says he backs that.
You know what I'm saying? 1K. Kobe
says he could see QJ for 1K. Who got QJ for 1K? Going around.
Oh.
I mean, very well. I mean, if we get to hold on. For QJ to get to, here's the thing. Let me backtrack. For QJ to get to 1K, guess what we need?
Interior offensive line.
Interior offensive line. Luke says, I 110% back QJ for 1K. Luke is saying, so then why we need Pierce? Why we need somebody else if we got QJ?
I mean, he had 735 yards this season.
Yeah. And if we get a line.
Yeah.
If we get a line.
That's with Herbert running for his life all season. And QJ missed a game. Missed 2 games, I think. Maybe just 1. But yeah, very, very doable. Very doable.
If they got rid of the cap in the NFL,
I'll be on franchise mode in Madden.
Then it would be, this is what would have to happen. They would have to sell a team. The Spaniels got money, but they ain't got no cap money. They ain't got the LA Dodgers money. So you would have to go sell it to guys like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, those type of guys that got continuously money coming in to spend, because it for the NFL it'll be a spending war, and it'll only probably be big market teams that win. And I think that will be bad for the NFL in this brand, because think about it, they could do it with baseball, because how many players on the roster in baseball? I gotta look that up. For football, you got 53 players on the active roster, not to say the other. So they got 26 players on the active roster for the regular season, which expands to 28 for the postseason. They can maintain a 40-man roster. Right? But in the NFL, man, woo, a no salary cap. Boy, the rich owners will be just piling on NFL trophies. Julio says, really, all we got to worry about is re-signing Owe and Mac to feel confident enough to rebuild our offensive line. But how much we going to give Mac, though, bro? Like, I want Mac back, but Mac ain't giving out no team-friendly deals. Mac put in his work. Mac a Hall of Famer, man. You think Mac going to take a discount when other teams are going to call him and say, we'll give you what you want?
Dave says, pay under the table and don't get caught. Simple.
Send them to the do that work that Kawhi Leonard was doing.
Oh yeah, he's then became a activist. What was it?
Yeah. Mac 35. He don't play like he 35. He keeps his body in shape. And like I say, he is worth his money, bro.
Brucey says we gotta get Mike Evans or Pittman. Why? Why do we have to?
Why?
Especially
we don't need them.
Mike Evans.
We don't need them, bro. We don't need them. Offensive line. Stay with me, Drewski. Don't lose. Don't go, Drewski. Don't go into the darkness. Don't go into the darkness, Drewski. Stay with us.
Come back to the light.
Come back to the light, Drewski. We don't need any receivers right now. We need interior line and defensive line. That is the thing. That's what I'm going to stick with. That's what I'm going to stay with. D-line, offensive line. Let's get it. Let's get the trenches. Save the trenches. Save the trenches. 18 million, bro. That's what they talking about for Mac, man. 18 million, bro. 36. Yo, defensive end. He keeps himself in shape. Is a leader in the locker room. Man, that's a lot of money, bro. We only got 80.
Missed a few games this year. No big deal. No big deal.
We got to sign Thule back. We got to sign Owe back.
Inspection says, I hope Mac retires.
I hope so too, man. I hope so too. Mac retires.
Go out right.
Go out. Because unless you come back for 9, Mac, 13 with incentives. We get you 13 with incentives. I get you 9. I get you 9 piece out the door. Get you 9 piece out the door, bro. And you only play third downs.
And you don't practice on Mondays.
Yeah, you don't practice on Mondays. 9 piece, 13 with incentives, third down specialist. We get you. You ain't got to play every down, brother. We got you. Can you work with that? They said Pittman did go to SC. He would actually be a good addition if you think about the X's and O's. But hey, well, we ain't got Pittman money, bro. Juicy says Mac is still our best run defender on the edge.
Not this year. No. I mean, arguably, yeah, but not this year.
18 million though. Drewski, bro. We working with 80, bro. We want champagne and we got a beer budget.
Colin says Herbert with time to throw will make any receiver look good.
Thank you.
We have the key to elevating. What we have to have is an elite level, and it doesn't include household name receivers. You. Dang, that's somebody else, Luke, who is not going down with the big name receiver on the back.
Name your receiver on the Saints.
I'm just a messenger, Luke. Just a messenger. I'm just reading the comments. That's all I do. That's what they don't pay me to do, Luke, is just read the comments. That's it.
Listen, all I'm saying is you watch Drew Brees. Name me a receiver outside of Marquise Colston that the Saints had on that roster. And he still put up 5,000 yards. I'm saying receiver. I ain't saying Jimmy Graham. I'm saying outside of Marquise Colston. Name me some receivers Drew Brees played with. He made Robert Meacham look like God. Robert Meacham fluked us for some bread. Robert Meacham got here and forgot how to run routes and catch. Kobe says Joey Bosa. Nah, we good, bro.
Hell no, boy. Hell no.
Hell nah. Hell nah. Joey Bosa. He ain't taking no cut. He lost $33 million. Why the hell would he come back to the Chargers on any type of hookup? I'm just saying. Drew Brees had Robert Meacham getting paid big money. Big money. Boy got here and forgot how to catch and run her out. That's what I'm saying. The receivers we got ain't no slouches, man. You got Mike McDaniel, who's gonna build a scheme, who's gonna light up the scoreboard with these guys, right? He's a offensive genius. He loves it. He studies the game. He understands it. Just look at what he did with the Miami offense.
Bob, you saying we don't need any big name receivers either? Can you type in the chat?
It's too expensive, man.
No.
But I can tell you, look at how many Saints offensive linemen in the Hall of Fame when Drew Brees played. Jabari Evans, Kyle, the good Tartulli, Willie Roaf. No, he was ahead of Drew. I think he was ahead of Drew Brees.
Dang, Bob don't think we need any receivers either, Luke.
Luke.
These numbers
we do
are
this every year with this when Luke get active on us.
Yeah,
this when Luke get active.
Free agency and draft. Boy, look, we had 17 weeks of Chargers football. We ain't hear from Luke. Off season, now all of a sudden he become Bobby Fischer of the chess moves, and he just know everything. Like just
how much we paying them, Pinky? Pinky say Mac deal is simple. No pay cut to avoid another team trying to snatch. He's not chasing money. Trust he knows that this is the year Mac is really good. Run defender, so why create another hole? I get you, but how much? And I mean, everybody, we go, hey, let's cut these dudes. But we got to realize that the dudes that we cut are also depth pieces as well. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like we cutting a big piece and then we getting a big chunk of money. We got to cut a lot of players to get $20 million. So there's four spots that we got rid of for one person. So then you got to go sign 3 other lowball guys because you gave that $20 million that you would have saved. and spread out amongst players, you gave it to one player. So now you got to go find 3 other depth pieces to fill
Back
these
in
guys'
that,
role.
bargain being again.
Yeah.
Inspection
So
answered your question. He said Michael Thomas and Brandon Cooks.
what Michael Thomas at? What Brandon Cooks at?
Brandon Cooks was in.
Drew Brees been gone, and we can't guard Mike. Got guarded. Brandon Cooks left early. Sean Payton did. Him and Sean Payton got into it. He said Drew Brees had a weak arm. That boy was cut from the team in Houston next day.
Expeditiously,
boy. He said Drew Brees, they need to get somebody in here who could throw the ball deep. Because that was at the end of Drew Brees' career where he really wasn't throwing it deep as much.
Pause.
But TJ says, with our O-line improved, let's grab speed and separation receivers. Don't have to be big names. Yeah, Brees made everyone look good. Remember Jimmy Graham dropped off once he left the Saints. Facts. But like we say, grab speed and separation when we got that on the roster. We didn't have schemes. Like, go watch the film, bro. Like, these dudes all running on top of each other. The development of the route tree that they had wasn't there. It wasn't getting no separate. Even if you got separation, one cornerback could guard 2 of our guys because they were going into the same place. So I feel like Mike is going to come in with schemes to get this open. Like in the NFL, you don't get that much separation. Like when you see the guys like Shaheed, Puka Nacua, it's usually holes that they found in the defense where they got the ability to create a one-on-one and they got little room of separation and they make a play on the ball. The quarterback throws an amazing ball. So it ain't like college where you got gaps, right? If you got a good receiver, a talented receiver lined up against a cornerback, it's going to be gaps. They gapping them. Usually when you see guys like Rashid Shaheed open down a seam, they had so much misdirection and stuff going on that they just blew the coverage. And this guy went streaking down the field. There are some cases where, and it's not every play where receivers have gotten broken off. They broke off a DB and DB slipped or whatever, and they went to the house. But you get predominantly you get what you get, the little windows where you're creating misdirections. It's not what you're really looking at. That's what get receivers open. You got to scheme them open. It's the NFL. Everybody's good, bro. So you got to scheme to get these receivers open.
Yep.
So besides, Ladd and Allen was rough for everyone else. Nah, man, I just say, bro. I mean,
really
he had
rough for everybody else. QJ had 700 plus yards and wasn't even targeted like that. It was
and when he had the right play call and the coverages, and he had the one-on-one coverages, it was there. He caught him this year.
It was the game against the Giants. He had 8 targets. That was his most of the season. Every other week, 4 catches, 5 catches, 80, 90 yards. He averaged 14.4 yards a catch.
I think, man, I'm just ready to see what he cooks up. I'm ready for training camp. I just want to build this wall to know that whatever Mike McDaniel cooked up, that Herbert's going to be protected. We got to protect him, bro. We paying $55 million a year for him, and to see him get abused like that with all this talent, bro, it's kind of defeating, man. See him get put on his behind dang near every game, and he has to go out there and just thug it out. That sucks, right? When you got a phenomenal quarterback like that, like everybody's running out. If Herbert's so great like we say he is, why do we always got to go, oh, he needs the big name receiver? No, he needs protection. A good quarterback is going to overcome that. He got ball placement, he got accuracy, he got the arm. You give him the coaches that get him the players open, the scheme, make creative schemes to get the wide receivers open, and you protect them up front. Great quarterback gonna deliver. It's time proven. It's time proven. What like great quarterback, Hall of Fame quarterback, receiver did Tom Brady have? Like that, I'm talking about that he made his whole career. Like the guy's going to the Hall of Fame because of Tom Brady.
Wait, what's the question?
Which receiver did Tom Brady have that was like this big name? Like we must get him in free agency, and Tom's going to make him a Hall of Famer. I mean, Randy Moss came to him late in his career. Randy Moss is already Randy Moss, right? What big receiver did like the Patriots make that they couldn't lose? They had a bunch of like plumbers. I'm not trying to talk down on Wes Walker. I'm not trying to talk down on Amendola. But they got the most out of those guys' potential. And you just had a great quarterback that made it even better for them. Made the game easy for them. And he had the protection. They spent money on that wall for him.
Colin says Herbert made Jalen Guyton look elite.
Telling you, man. Build that wall, bro. You're right, Julio. He's not a big name receiver. And he still caught 700. And he was leading the league at first in touchdowns and yards for a minute there.
And then first 3 weeks of the season, and then the offensive line was shattered after the Giants game. And
we see what Herbert can do. We see what Herbert can do with protection in the pocket. Now, is Jamar Chase going to make Herbert better? No. Is A.J. Brown going to make Herbert better? No. Still going to be Jamar Chase, still going to be A.J. Brown. He's still going to be Justin Herbert. What is Jamar Chase going to do that Ladd and them and the receivers that we got right now can't do? Because he can't get the ball to him. So if we spend the money, he can't get the ball to him. Herbert's going to be running and throwing and making the same throws that he could make with QJ and them with a better line. I'm just saying, bro.
Oh, these guys are hilarious. Hilarious.
I'm just saying, man. We protect Herbert, bro. He gonna make this receiving core. Y'all gonna believe when he was protected. QJ shot up the list. QJ shot up the list. Them first 3 weeks, man. QJ looked like, oh man, he about the Triple Crown winner.
Inspection said Chad Ocho Cinco.
That's all I'm saying, man. It's like, I think the money need to be spent. When you have a quarterback like Herbert, you need to spend the money to protect him.
Spend that money.
Because he will make all the other players, he will get that potential out of them just by his ability to get them the football in tight spaces and things like that. Pause. But now where you had the issue is when you don't have a quarterback of Herbert's caliber, that's when you probably will struggle and say, I need to go get a Jamar Chase to make me look good, to help this team. You know what I'm saying? Like when you got a quarterback that can't make those throws that Herbert throws, then you need these A.J. Browns, these Jamar Chase, these George Pickens. You need those type of players.
George.
Juicy says, AJ can catch the 50-50 ball. AJ is also reading the Bible on the sidelines and mad when he don't get the football. And he cost a lot. Again, what's the point of throwing AJ Brown the ball when you ain't got nobody protecting you? You're going to get the same results. First round exit out the playoffs. Beautiful highlight clips. Beautiful reels. Herbert's going to be running for his life again. Most hit quarterback again. So why are we talking about receivers when we need interior line?
Because we need receivers. Because I said it.
I'm making a shirt, save the trenches.
Because I said it. So we got to do it.
Colin says, something I want our organization to invest in is another strength and conditioning coach. Ben Herbert, harder to break program keeps me up at night.
Our ankle strains had our team in a chokehold.
We need a podiatrist on staff. And I say, go get the Dr. Prentice Hatcher as your podiatrist strength and conditioning coach. She's a phenomenal ankle specialist, Dr. Princess Hatcher. She'll get your feet right. They need to go study her. Chargers need to sign her to the staff. And she'll have her ankles right. Juicy says, interior defensive line, interior offensive line, cornerback for me, then a receiver. Juicy ain't going to let that dang on me receiver go, boy. He like, I'm going to slide that in there.
Got to introduce him to Luke. You know what I'm saying? Luke, you got to hop on the YouTube channel, man. Just some of your people over here. A few sprinkled in.
LaShawn says we need a true fullback in the late rounds of the draft. Using Matlock is a hit or miss. I say get rid of Matlock and let Fisk take over those duties. Because I watched the film on Matlock, man.
Yeah.
He can go back to the defensive side of the ball, man. I'm just like, it just ain't.
Yeah.
Ain't it, boy. Ain't it, man. I like Fisk. When Fisk back there, because, I mean, it's natural for Fisk. It's not natural for Matlock. It's hard playing both sides of the football and being, like, good at it. Drewski said we can't run the ball against good team either. Interior line, let's get the line. Let's spend the money on the wall.
And if they're good, they're probably good for a reason. Like, nobody can run the ball on them.
Tyree says, pay AJ all that money just to drop the ball. Just keep QJ. JK. That's all I'm saying. If we had the interior line, then I'm all for like, hey, let's go get the receivers. But we ain't got no protection for Herbert. Let's protect Herbert first and foremost. Let's protect Herbert. So
we can't see that initial vision, bro. We can't see that initial vision. We want our receivers, and we want them now. Okay, that's what we want. We don't want to hear what you're talking about. We want our receivers. We want them right now. We want all the other positions because there's a name associated on the back of the jersey that shines bright. And that's attractive because we know because we can fantasy bet on them. We can't fantasy bet on interior O-line.
I got you. I see that. STL Mark says,
go ahead. I can't parlay for the interior O-line.
ST Mark says 2 things in the battle. Go get the king, protect the king. The king controls the battle, the game. Herbert gets protected, O-line, we balling in 26. We sign, keep the best warriors in defense, get they king. That's what I'm saying. Drewsy says Matlock can't get to the second level consistently as Fisk. So I'm saying the film, you watch the film, bro, he's falling down. Like his balance is off, man. Fisk knows where it's like a program. Fisk is programmed because that's what he grew up on, right? And he's executing it. That's why I say we either go, if they're gonna keep Matlock, move him back to the defense. There. Now we got another piece on the defensive line. Now we got another body. Yeah, there ain't no parlay on the interior line, man.
It's not you know what I'm saying, it's not the fancy position, man. You can't bet on that interior line.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we get
What's the over
we
under on 2 pancakes?
we gotta protect Herbert, bro. Herbert gonna make all them boys shine if we get the protection. So I'm going 100% lock in, protect Herbert, nothing else. Don't talk to me about no receiver. Don't talk to me about signing, paying all this money for these other tight ends.
Well, dang on me, tight end.
Pay the interior line, build that wall, spend that money, protect Justin Herbert, and we're going to the Super Bowl. It's that simple. And then you spend money on the defensive line. We're going to the Super Bowl and we win it. It's that simple. We don't need to go bring in no other receivers. We don't need no Tyreek Hill. We don't need to trade QJ for no.
So you saying we don't need Alex Pierce?
No.
Oh.
No. What we need is the interior line. And we need depth pieces for both sides of the football. That's it. That's going to be Super Bowl winning football right there. Justin Herbert needs to be protected. I cannot watch another year of Justin Herbert getting bruised and beat up, and he's limping into the playoffs. And he's so abused and so beat up that he got PTSD. He's shaking back there. I don't want to have no more 5+ sack games, 13+ hits in one game, 68% pressure rate on our quarterback. I don't want to see it no more. I want that man to go out there, throw laser bombs all over the field. Him and all.
Bring back the Cannons 2026.
That's it.
Bring back the Cannons 2026. That's what we want to do. We want to, wow.
Luke is just like, man, what is a receiver going to do?
He's so strong in his conviction. Like
somebody just tell me, like, for real. Somebody tell me, what is a receiver going to do on this roster if the quarterback ain't protected? That these receivers ain't done yet. What, one receiver's going to have 1,200 yards and the other's going to have 300, 400 yards, and we still first round exit? That's what we're going to get. That's what we're going to get.
Yeah, that money.
He going to run it up for you.
Mad.
He going to run it up for you in fantasy. That's what you want? You want to win in fantasy?
Yeah,
or you want to win the Super Bowl
this season? Right, no, ma'am. Mike says, "You know my cannon love. I'm telling you, man. Bring the cannons back. 2026. We need to fire
them cannons up. So let's man. All I'm asking y'all, bro. Bow y'all heads in prayer.
Oh,
we must protect Justin Herbert.
Heavenly
We must
Father, we come
build this team from the trenches on both sides of the football. We have to protect brother Justin Herbert. And we have to build that defensive line to get after the opposing quarterback and baptize them. Let them live in that baptism that Herbert had to deal with for the last 2 years. Let them deal with the pressure that Herbert had to deal with. Let them try to perform under what Herbert had to perform under, while we protect brother Justin Herbert. Man, it's beaten.
These and all things we ask.
Okay, yeah, man.
A humbly boat fam.
That's all, man. We gotta protect our prized possession. If we protect him, your fantasy points will be secured. You will have fantasy points from QJ, Ladd, OG, Trey Harris, KLS, Hampton. They will run it up for you in fantasy if you get that offensive line. They will get you your fantasy championship that way. Look at that. Herbert has gotten hit more times than Tua has gotten hit in his entire career with Mike Daniels. Telling you, man. I thought we lost brother Herbert on that one play against the Patriots where they bent him every which way but loose. I
But
thought we lost him.
Lord, he did.
I was like, oh my God.
Oh
Oh my
Lord,
God.
he did. He
Oh my
needs
God.
some
And
milk.
we seen that debacle. We sitting up here said the offensive line sucks the whole year. And what's the first thing y'all do? Hey, let's go get AJ Brown. Let's go get Pierce. Let's go get Michael Pittman. Let's go get George Pickens. Let's go get Tyreek Hill. Man, at this point, I'm ready to go sign all three of them linemen from Cleveland Browns.
I'm telling you.
All five. I'll bring them here. Put them on contract. But we can't afford them, Drewski. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I don't want a legitimate number one receiver. I'm not saying that to nobody. What I'm really saying is we can't afford him right now. In this year, what to pay for a number one receiver would be suicide for this team. With the holes that we're facing in the money on both sides of the offensive line and defensive line. Both sides of the football, the trenches, save the trenches. After we sign these guys next year, I'm pretty sure if we go sign this offensive line and the defensive line, you ain't gonna be talking about we need a number one receiver. You're gonna be sitting up there and saying, boy, QJ, bad boy with that Super Bowl ring on his finger.
Getting to the money. Everybody
you,
mad.
What number one receiver, what mind-blowing receiver did the Patriots have? Stephon Diggs it was a quiet 1,000-yard year.
Butte.
Quiet. But what happened in the playoffs?
Butte.
Telling you, Jim, I thought he was out of there, bro. I was like, man, he gone. Oh my God, bro. I was like, we done lost Herbert, bro. They got him killed. I'm telling you, bro, on the real, I cannot watch Herbert get blasted again this whole year. I cannot go through a whole season just watching him run for his life or just taking unnecessary hits where you got a center that's just letting a blitzer come right down the middle, right down the pipeline, and just teeing off on him. I cannot watch that again this year, bro. And I cannot sit here and sacrifice that because we want to go get a number one receiver. Man, he out there running beautiful routes. Look at that separation he got, but the ball couldn't get there because Herbert couldn't see him. Lab was open against the Patriots. Herbert couldn't see him because he was running for his life. That was Peyton Manning.
I was getting the money. Ready to slide, man.
Yeah. But he also I get you, Drewski, what JSN does for the Seattle offense. No lie. They drafted that guy, they developed him, and you are right. But what happened when he went down? That offense came to a halt. That defense put the offense in field position. They had to put the ball into Kenneth Walker's hands for them to go. They had no other players really. And it's not to say, I think that's where the fall off is for Sam Darnold, right? A guy like Herbert probably would have got the other receivers active in that game. But Sam Darnold, he needs a number one receiver. He needs that. Herbert don't need a true number one receiver. Herbert needs protection. Herbert needs protection. He don't need a JSN, bro. He needs protection. JSN is nice, but he went down, and that offense just stalled. They had to go to Kenneth Walker. They had to run the football. And that's not to say that the receivers are lacking. I just feel like that's where Sam Darnold lacks at, that ability to make the other receivers great. Man, Mike said, I can't wait for your reaction when 75 gets cut.
Oh, it's a parade in my city, yeah.
It's a parade in my city. We gotta get up out of here.
Yeah. We appreciate y'all, even Luke. For
Love you,
coming
Luke.
through. For coming through.
It's all love, Luke.
Make sure y'all tap back in with us Monday. Like I said, we got
lag.
some draft day information to put out to y'all. So
Lad is that guy, Drewski.
tap in with us, like, share, subscribe, comment, follow us on all social media platforms at LSBoats15. We are on Twitch, we on X, but we not on X. We on Facebook, YouTube, IG, and our always emotional fans, family, friends on TikTok, man. Love y'all. Love everybody, man. Y'all have a outstanding weekend. Be
That's who
safe
got me
out
this
there.
month.
Make sure y'all enjoy, reset, relax, and we'll see y'all on Monday. With that, we are out.
Yeah, oh boy.
All right, Drewski. All right, Static.